Some inventions changed the world forever. Gunpowder was one of them. A simple dark powder, it shattered the old order, toppling kings, breaching fortresses, and making knights obsolete. Before gunpowder, power was measured by stone walls and steel swords. After, everything changed. At its core, gunpowder is a blend of three ordinary ingredients that, when ignited, unleash explosive energy. This energy could launch cannonballs, blast rock, or light up the night sky. Gunpowder leveled the battlefield, empowering common soldiers and shifting the balance of power. Its story begins in ancient China, not as a weapon, but as an accidental byproduct of the search for immortality. Let's journey back to uncover how this black powder transformed our world. The secret behind gunpowder's explosive power lies in the perfect balance of three essential ingredients, each playing a unique and vital role. When combined, these elements create a force far greater than the sum of their parts, a true marvel of chemistry and ingenuity. Saltpeter, also known as potassium nitrate, is the oxidizer. It supplies the oxygen needed for combustion, allowing the mixture to burn rapidly, even in places where air can't reach. Without saltpeter, the reaction would be weak and slow. But with it, the energy release is intense and controlled. Charcoal acts as the fuel. It's made from wood that's been heated without air, leaving behind almost pure carbon. When ignited, charcoal burns hot and fast, generating the expanding gases that are crucial for the explosive effect. Its porous structure helps the reaction spread quickly through the mix. Sulfur, bright yellow, and with a sharp, distinctive smell, serves as the binding agent. It helps the other ingredients mix thoroughly and lowers the ignition temperature, making the powder easier to ignite and more reliable in all conditions. Sulfur's presence ensures the reaction starts instantly. The classic recipe is precise: 75% saltpeter, 15% charcoal, and 10% sulfur. This careful balance is the result of centuries of experimentation, refined to maximize both power and safety. When these powders are ground to a fine consistency and mixed thoroughly, every particle is perfectly positioned for a rapid, violent reaction. The uniform blend ensures that the chemical process happens almost instantaneously, unleashing a burst of energy. The result is more than just fire. It's a near-instant transformation of solid powder into superheated gas, expanding with tremendous force. This rapid expansion is what gives gunpowder its legendary power. When this sudden expansion is trapped inside a barrel, it creates the pressure needed to launch projectiles at incredible, often deadly speeds. This principle powers everything from ancient cannons to modern fireworks. The chemistry behind gunpowder is elegantly simple, yet its impact on human history is profound. It's a testament to how basic elements, when combined with knowledge, can reshape the world. This perfect storm of elements didn't just change the face of warfare. It revolutionized industry, science, and the very course of civilization itself. The story of gunpowder begins in 9th century China, in the hands of alchemists seeking immortality. Instead, they stumbled upon a mixture that exploded in smoke and flame, burning beards and destroying workshops. They called it huo yao, the fire drug. At first it was used for fireworks and festival displays, not war. Early weapons like fire lances and rockets were more about spectacle and fear than destruction. Over centuries, as recipes improved, gunpowder's military potential grew. By the Song dynasty, China had cannons and grenades, marking the birth of true gunpowder warfare. What began as a quest for eternal life became the engine of conquest and change. Secrets rarely stay hidden. Gunpowder's journey west began along the Silk Road. Mongol invasions spread Chinese gunpowder technology to the Islamic world, where scholars refined and weaponized it. Arab and Persian engineers developed their own cannons and firearms, pushing the technology further. From the Middle East, gunpowder knowledge seeped into Europe through trade, war, and translated texts. By the 14th century, European armies were experimenting with cannons, forever altering the art of war. The Battle of Crécy marked the dawn of gunpowder on European battlefields. What started as a whisper in China became a roar across continents. The age of gunpowder had arrived. Making gunpowder was both dangerous and demanding. requiring not only skill but also nerves of steel. The process was fraught with risk at every stage, and those who undertook it knew that a single mistake could have deadly consequences. Saltpeter, the most crucial ingredient, was often painstakingly extracted from manure-rich soil or decomposing organic matter. Workers would collect this material and then purify it through repeated boiling and filtering, a filthy, laborious process that could take weeks. The stench was overwhelming, and the work was relentless. But without saltpeter, there could be no gunpowder. Charcoal and sulfur were easier to source, often gathered from local wood and volcanic regions. But all three ingredients had to be ground to a fine, even powder. This step was essential for the chemical reaction that would give gunpowder its explosive power. Grinding was especially risky. A single spark from metal tools, or even static electricity, could trigger disaster. To minimize the danger, work was done in small, isolated batches, often in remote sheds far from towns and villages. Early mixing was done dry, making the process extremely hazardous. Later, the wet method was developed, using water or alcohol to dampen the mixture. This not only made the process safer by reducing the risk of accidental ignition, but also produced a more potent and reliable powder. The dampened paste was then pressed into dense cakes, which were left to dry before being broken up and sieved into uniform grains, a process known as corning. This step ensured that the powder would burn evenly and consistently. Grain size was carefully tailored to its intended use. Small grains for muskets and pistols, larger grains for cannons and heavy artillery. The right size could mean the difference between victory and defeat on the battlefield. Once finished, the powder was dried thoroughly and stored with extreme care, often in locked storerooms or sturdy barrels to prevent moisture and accidental ignition. Each step demanded precision and unwavering attention. Mistakes could be fatal, and the margin for error was razor thin. The result of all this painstaking labor was a substance with the power to change the fate of nations, fueling wars, shaping empires, and forever altering the course of history. Gunpowder's volatility demanded strict safety. Mills were built in isolated clusters, with blast walls and non-sparking tools to minimize risk. Workers wore special clothing and followed rigid protocols. One slip could mean disaster. Storage was equally meticulous. Powder magazines were thick-walled, dry, and off-limits to fire or metal. On warships, magazines were buried deep and lit only from outside, handled by powder monkeys in soft slippers. These precautions were born from hard lessons and countless tragedies. Respect for gunpowder's power was essential for survival. Humanity learned to tame, but never fully control, this explosive servant. Gunpowder shattered the old world order, forever altering the course of human history. Its invention marked a turning point, where the balance of power shifted dramatically, and the world would never be the same. Castles and city walls, once impregnable symbols of authority, crumbled under the relentless assault of cannon fire. This forced rulers and architects to rethink military defenses, leading to the rise of star-shaped forts and new strategies. The age of feudal lords gave way to centralized states, as monarchs harnessed gunpowder to consolidate their power and expand their realms. The armored knight, once the undisputed force on the battlefield, faded into legend. Muskets and firearms placed power in the hands of ordinary soldiers, transforming not only military tactics but also the very fabric of society. Armies grew larger, and the idea of who could be a warrior changed forever. Gunpowder's reach extended far beyond the battlefield. In mines and quarries, it became a tool for progress, blasting through rock to carve tunnels, canals, and railways. This explosive power fueled the engines of the Industrial Revolution, accelerating the pace of change and connecting distant lands. Yet, the same chemistry that brought destruction also brought joy and wonder. Fireworks, born from gunpowder, became a global art form, lighting up festivals, royal courts, and city skies with dazzling displays that unite people in celebration. Gunpowder's dual legacy is one of both devastation and delight, a force that can level cities or inspire awe with a burst of color in the night. It built vast empires, toppled ancient elites, and redrew the map of the world. The rise and fall of kingdoms, the spread of colonial powers, and the collapse of old regimes all bear the mark of gunpowder's influence. Even today, its echoes are found everywhere, in the thunder of modern artillery, the controlled blasts of miners deep underground, and the joyful explosions of fireworks at every major celebration. The fire drug changed not just how we fight, but how we build, explore, and celebrate. Its influence is woven into the fabric of our daily lives, shaping the world in ways both visible and unseen. Its impact is still felt in every thunderous explosion and every dazzling display that lights up the sky, reminding us of gunpowder's enduring power to shape our world. Gunpowder's legacy endures. Its chemistry underpins modern explosives from bullets to rockets. The shift from feudal lords to nation-states began with the cannon's roar. Today, controlled explosions shape our cities, carve our roads, and light our skies with fireworks. Gunpowder's story is a lesson in unintended consequences, a quest for immortality that changed the world. It reminds us that every invention holds the power to create and destroy. The echo of that ancient explosion still rumbles through our lives,